2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are delighted to welcome you to this year's Q-School Final. All right, it's time to get the balls in the air for the opening round coverage. Let's head out onto the course. Hello everyone, Luke Elvey here alongside my booth mate Rich Beam, and out on the course is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. And Rich, what's on the mind of these players today as they begin their quest in the Q-School Final?
Their focus is to get into the top 5 and get that PGA Tour card, as the next 40 finishers will graduate to the Corn Ferry Tour next season.
Now to the first hole. And let's see what he can do here today. Ah, absolutely flushed. From around 120 yards here. Going with the pitching wedge here. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. And he's down there. You got a read?
This has got loads of movement right to left, this one.
A par putt awaits. That's disappointing. Putting for bogey. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole.
Yeah, well, you're used to making bogeys a lot, Luke. This player is not. I think that there'll be birdies to come, no doubt about it.
This looks to be heading for the cut stuff.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
From the sand, looking to get up and down. Not far from the green here, just in the greenside rough. How close was that to going down? If he makes this, he'll save his par. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Stepping onto the par 3 third. Opting for the 5-iron. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. This putt is about 17 feet long. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I've given it a good look. I see this one going left at the hole.
Oh, so close to a birdie. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Sitting at 1 over for the event. Teeing off here at the 4th. Good shot there, Beamer. Time for the second shot here at the 4th.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
A sensational shot and a chance for a birdie here on the 4th. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
This is for birdie.
And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more. And tee shot looks pretty good. This is his second shot. 3 behind our leader. Even for the day. Oh, that's a tasty looking chip. Top shot.
Such soft hands.
This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Now 5 strokes behind. So the opening round in the books, Rich. Impressed with your efforts here in the booth. Thanks for your time.
It's goodbye for now. Looking forward to the 3 rounds.
2K Sports. We'll head to the 9th hole and catch up on play. Good shot there. It's a fairway finder for sure. Second shot here on the 9th hole. Well played, mate. This looks to be heading to the green. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this
one's for birdie. Par 4. This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. Playing this shot from 120 yards. 5 shots off the pace. And he's safely on the green with that shot. Putting hasn't been the strength today. Hopefully that can change right here.
This is such a great opportunity for birdie.
John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
Nothing too much in this putt. It should go a little bit to the right, though, I think.
Hey, nice looking line. That should find the fairway. Second shot here on the 11th.
Two big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
This putt to join those amongst the top 10 on the leaderboard. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, this one's looking like 23 feet.
Trying to get to even par with this putt. John, have you got a read on this one?
Well, this putt starts straight enough, but then I'm pretty sure it moves to the right towards the end.
That's disappointing. And that should secure the par on this one. Unfortunately, that'll be a 3-putt par there. Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. Let's head to the 12th hole. Well, that'll work there. His second shot here. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Yeah, nicely played. There's 17 feet remaining to the hole. know what they say, never up, never in.
That will drive you bats.
In she goes. Let's head to the next. Currently at +1 for the tournament. Here we are in front of a par 3. Lining this putt up from a fair distance. This putt about 11 feet in distance. And he's down there. You got a read?
I'm thinking a little left to right here.
Ooh. Just a short putt remaining here. And that will drop him to 2 over now for the tournament. The 14th is a par 4. That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff. Playing this shot from about 170 yards out. 5 strokes behind our leader. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Bit too much club there, wasn't it?
This would be a great up and down from this spot. That's a well-played chip shot there. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
For bogey.
In she goes. Let's head to the next.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. So, 2 rounds in the books, Rich. Not a bad little day's work, I think.
No, and only 2 more to go. Looking forward to seeing what happens over the final 36.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now. UK Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. 3rd round coverage is about to kick off. Luke Elvey and Rich Beam, as always, with you. Rich, as this round begins, what are your thoughts on this particular player?
Look, this player's trailing at the moment. Let's face it, there is so much golf left out there. Anything can happen. Let's just sit back, relax, and watch it unfold.
Can't wait to get into the action. Let's get down to the 5th hole. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. From around 170 yards here. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Well, if he holds this, it'll be a solid 19-footer.
Asking for this one to break a big way back to the left. Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Sitting at 3 over for the event. The 6th is a par 4. Wonderfully played. That's just inside the range. He hasn't managed to birdie this hole this tournament. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Let's head to this lengthy par 4. Attaboy, good shot. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Well, that's a handy shot. Putting for birdie. Sitting at 1 over for the event.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
This one's a par 3. Going with the 5-wood. Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
A tricky little slider here. Downhill, moving to the left.
Par putt coming up here. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. The 9th is a par 5. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. This is his 2nd shot. 5 shots off the lead. That's a good-looking shot there. Ooh, right on 20 feet. This is a great momentum putt. Four feet to the cup. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. So after the third round, Rich, which was not a bad one, but it's a case of welcome to the modern game. If you don't have your foot flat to the boards, you go backwards.
That's exactly the case that happened today. They played a good round of golf, but listen, right now, everybody else playing head and shoulders above them. So this player's going to have to find something extraordinary tomorrow.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. .2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are delighted to welcome you to this year's Q School Final. And we've got final round coverage coming your way right now. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside my booth mate Rich Beam. It's always terrific to have you join us. And as we begin today's coverage, our featured player currently +1 for the tournament. Let's check in on the play, out at 15. Oh, well played. Time now to play the second shot on the 15th hole.
Fought against the wind to stick that one.
And a chance to get back to even with the card with this putt. John, what's the line on this putt?
This one's going left to right.
Well, would have been nice to get the birdie, but a par never hurts. And with that putt, one over, heading to the final few holes. Here we are at the 16th hole, a par 5.
That one's right out of the top drawer.
All right, bold. I like this play.
Sadly, this one will make a splash. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
He's got about 225 yards left from here. That's definitely left of the green.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. This is a bogey putt coming up. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
He's looking at 20 foot. This will be a good putt to hole.
That's very well judged. Inside the range. This putt is for double bogey. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on. Here we are at the 17th tee.
Double bogey in the last hole. That really set this player back. Hopefully it isn't too costly.
Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Hasn't managed to birdie this hole this week. Just 3 feet to the cup. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. Welcome to the par 4 18. He's setting up for his second shot.
With this wind, that's a thing of beauty.
And this putt is for a final score of 73. Oh, I like this. A great look for birdie to get the ball rolling. And with that putt, concludes this players round. And with that, his Q School journey has come to an end. But unfortunately, he won't finish inside the top 45 this week.
He gave it a valiant effort at the very end of the day, Luke, but it wasn't good enough.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.